Alex Trebek. You know, he has said over and over again that he's not afraid of dying, but Alex struggles with leaving his loved ones behind, especially the saint who has stood by him through it all.
What's the toughest part for both of you?
I think for me, it's when I see him in pain and I can't help him.
Gene Trebek is Alex's rock, his soulmate, and the first person he told that he had cancer. He writes, quote, "Gene doesn't complain, but I worry about the toll it is taking on her. I worry how it's affecting our children, Matthew and Emily, too. They were so upset when I first told them the diagnosis." Alex writes it was a tearful family meeting when he told them his decision to not undergo extraordinary measures to extend his life, but they accepted it.
Tough to explain it to them. They handled it so beautifully. They understand that there is a certain element regarding quality of life, and if the quality of life is not there, it's hard sometimes to push and just say, well, I'm going to keep going even though I'm miserable. This is my daughter, Emily.
Matthew and Emily are now both adults. Emily flips houses in Los Angeles, while Matthew owns 2 restaurants in New York City. He returned home due to the COVID shutdown, but Alex says, I know the real reason he came. He recognizes this is our last go-round. He's here to spend quality time with me before we have no time left to spend together. Alex and Gene's love story began while she was working as a friend's bookkeeper. Despite their 24-year age difference, Alex was head over heels. Quote, "She was the most charming person I had ever met, and she was drop-dead gorgeous."
He's just my husband.
But I liked it better when she would bow when I came into the house. Those days are gone.
In April of 1990, they said I do, and Gene became pregnant with Matthew just 3 weeks after the wedding. In his memoir, The Answer Is, Reflections on My Life, Alex says his kids would often visit the Jeopardy set. Emily created this sign for Alex's dressing room door that reads in the form of a question: what is the world's best dad? The Trebeks recently celebrated their 30th wedding anniversary, spending it at home with their kids, a bottle of champagne, and Emily's homemade paella. Alex writes, "This might be one of the unintended positive consequences of COVID-19. It has brought our family closer together. I've lived a good, full life, and I'm nearing the end of it. I know that. The only thing that might bother me is if I pass on before I get to have grandchildren. Hint, hint."
Just a little bit of pressure on his kids. Can we go back to Alex's other love, Jeopardy? He's often asked who he wants to replace him. He jokingly said in his book, Betty White, because the audience wants someone, quote, younger and funnier.